Okay, just gotta make sure everything's working again. See if it's recording. See if it's recording. Okay, a bit more of a delay. See if it's recording. Okay, a bit more of a delay. Oh, it should work. Okay, I'll go ahead and start distributing the link. I keep forgetting I can't put one in there. There we go. Hey, Wayfarer. Just distributing the link at the moment, not really doing anything else. Let's see. Let's see. No idea where to put it there. Gonna drop one in comics. Alright, that should be good. Well, we'll be ready to go live in a couple of minutes here. Usually it takes longer to set things up, especially to make sure my audio is even decent. Usually it takes longer to set things up, especially to make sure my audio is even decent. Usually it takes longer to set things, especially when YouTube just repeats itself over and over again. Make sure that's working. I have No idea if anyone else's audio will work. That's because I'm the only other person here. Of course, that's an issue. Where is it? There it is. There we go.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Beautiful.
Just gotta make sure OBS is picking up as well.
Okie dokie.
Alright, you should be good.
Okay.
I see Comics Dad's playing Among Us.
Yeah, he's playing Wookiee, and then we just got done playing. I was like, I gotta go. I have other arrangements. I gotta go.
Alright.
So he's still playing for a few minutes. I hope he get his ass in here when he's got a chance.
Hello, Ebola.
I mean, hi,
Yo.
Ebola.
Hi.
Got about 2 minutes before I actually switch over and start, so right now it's just sitting at a stream starting soon screen.
Okay.
And like the audio for us is there, but it doesn't really matter at the moment. Because there's also 0 people in the viewing at all.
So are you technically live, or is it like?
Yes, we are technically
how does
live.
that? Oh, okay, I didn't
I just
know how
haven't
that
switched
works.
over to like the actual thing yet. I usually do like a 10-minute startup period beforehand.
Okay.
Well, I started
I'm
doing
working
that
on.
because when we started streaming, me and Rez started streaming Hunt Showdown. It took me like 10 minutes to actually load up the game.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who Red is.
My best friend.
It's
I've been trying to figure that out. I'm like, who's Red?
Yeah, he's my
his
best friend, and we've known each other for like over 20 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
his name is not read in the server though.
No, it's Dudas
Oh, okay.
Maximus in the server.
Yeah. Oh, Comics I went to go watch the movie. Interesting.
He might have hit the wrong one.
That son of a bee.
They're watching Shaft, so maybe that's why.
Oh, there he is.
Or never mind.
Howdy.
Well,
Hello. Gonna be going live in just a minute. Like live. We're like behind the scenes live at the
did your
moment.
girlfriend kick you out of the game?
What?
Wow.
The fuck are you talking about?
Because you were protecting her like white on rice. So I'm saying, like, does she kick you out now because she had to go or
Here
something?
we go with your batshit crazy bullshit.
Interesting way to start things off. All right,
So
I will
Tobias,
switch it
I don't know how
over.
many books you want, but
I do not care. Like I said,
Okay,
me
I
and
gotta
Red
watch.
literally went like 3 hours last night or Wednesday night, and we went all over the
Oh,
place.
Oh, I don't know if I got 3 hours in me.
All right, just got to make sure YouTube actually took the switch over.
Coffee sounds good though.
There it is. Okay.
I already had one.
So now we're
What?
live with the just some of the homies. So we got Comics Queen tonight.
Hello.
There we go.
I was like, oh, I gotta say hi. Oh, sorry. Hi.
Yeah, we got Ebola again.
Hello.
You were in for like 30 seconds on Wednesday night to say you'd be on tonight.
Oh, I didn't. Was I in there when it was live?
Yeah, but it was like 30 seconds at the very beginning. I don't think anyone would have noticed.
Okay.
And Comics Dad is here as well. For some reason he's muted, but he is here.
What up, everybody? What's up, Tobias?
There we go. So tonight
I'm
we're
good.
doing part 2 of For the Love of Reading, which I just thought was kind of a fun thing to say. So Wednesday night we went from the Scholastic Book Fair to Splatterpunk to talking about real life war criminals. All because Red absolutely loves like all biography stuff and warfare stuff like that. So tonight might be a little tamer.
I don't know about that, but we'll find out.
Well, if you don't know what Splatterpunk is, it's essentially like the book version of gory horror movies.
See, I can't do the gory stuff. I like more like the supernatural stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, like I said,
Yeah.
we don't really have a limit on whatever print media you want to talk about.
Sounds good.
And one of the things we talked about that one of my favorites is Lovecraft's works, just because it's not like a typical horror thing. It's not a fear of a monster. It's a fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Like it's the essential. I have 2 Lovecraft anthology graphic novels because they haven't made a third one. But what I love about it is the idea that our entire universe, there are things out there, not necessarily like godlike beings. There's the great ones and the outer gods, but it's just the idea that something is so like outside the realm of human imagination that just looking at it and trying to comprehend it breaks your brain. Because there's just too much knowledge. So let's go ahead and what are some of the books you have, Queen? Because you said you brought a lot.
I did bring a lot. So, I am a huge reader. I love to read. I've been reading since I was 6 years old. I love to read. If you take me to a bookstore or a library, be prepared to leave me there because I will not leave for hours. One of my favorite authors is a Pennsylvania author. I actually met him. He was a really nice guy. His name is Ed Kelman. He writes a lot of ghost stories in Pennsylvania, like haunted places in Pennsylvania, like Gettysburg. He writes about haunted objects in Pennsylvania, cemeteries, everything you could think of. His books are absolutely amazing. They are very detailed in what he has seen and interacted with.
Okay.
He makes one good book he has written. I gotta pull it. One good book that I love that he has written is called The Little Drummer Girl of Gettysburg. Basically, it's a story about a drummer girl who was on the battlefield, and basically, out of all of it, she's a ghost.
Well, I would expect her to still be alive now.
Well, yeah, no, but the way he's written it, it's more of like the 1800s than not like now at this time. So the one thing I like about Ed is Ed not only does hauntings and ghost stories, but he brings historical accuracy into the book as well. So you're getting both good worlds into one. It's actually amazing
So it's
books. I
like
love his work.
I don't even know what kind of genre you'd call it. I guess I know there's like historical fiction, but I don't think this counts as
Yeah,
that because it's historical supernatural, I guess.
yeah, basically. But he's amazing. I love his books. I have one, two, three, four. I think I have like six of his books. He hasn't written a lot. You can get them on Amazon. He does sell on Amazon. It's Ed, and then you spell the last name is Kelemen. He is, like I said, an amazing author. I love his work. Um, there is another one called Haunting of Pennsylvania Churches and Cemeteries. That one is freaking phenomenal. Like you learn about all the churches and cemeteries that are haunted here in PA. And if you're not from PA, I understand. I'm not from PA. I'm a Jersey girl, but I moved to PA, so I want to learn more about the area. But he does write really good books. Another thing that I love history. I always have, I always will. My favorite president of the United States will always be Abraham Lincoln. I am a diehard Abraham Lincoln fan. If you ask my husband, every time we see Abraham Lincoln stuff, I go absolutely berserk crazy. Like I love Abraham Lincoln so much. And the one thing that Tomby, shout out to Tomby, that he did for me last year was he paid for us to go to a reenactment of Gettysburg.
Oh wow!
And when I tell you that was the most, besides my have my children, that was the most incredible moment of my life. I was so excited. I was so happy. Um,
So comics
I got
dad,
an
you're
Abraham.
behind your kids and Gettysburg.
Yep.
Oh, and
I'm
comics
okay with
dad
it.
too. Him too. Him too.
I'm okay with it.
Um,
So he's third.
yeah. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Wow.
That was a joke. No, but we went to the reenactment and I actually met an author there who was from, I think I want to say he's from Maryland if I'm correct. But he actually wrote a book that I actually thought was very interesting because I'm very particular on what I read. It's called The Life of Abraham Lincoln as President, but it is through the eyes of his bodyguard. His
Oh.
bodyguard was named Ward Hill Lamon. And you don't hear much about him. There's not much about historical accuracy for him and everything like that, but the guy that wrote
Well, it
about
doesn't help
him
that he wasn't in
did
the
a,
room, so
well, yeah, he
you had
wasn't.
one
I
job
love
and you failed.
Well, yeah, he did. I'm not gonna lie, he did fail. But the guy that wrote this book, really did a lot of research on this bodyguard, and I read this book. It was absolutely phenomenal. I loved reading about Abraham Lincoln and what he was like behind the curtain. People do not like him for many different reasons. They have things they say about him. I honestly think he was one of the best presidents in the United States. I love him for who he was. And this book really opened my eyes on how incredible he was as a person. Um, I can't tell you how much I love reading about the president of the United States. I love reading about him. I think he's awesome. So we went to Gettysburg and I got this book. I got an Abraham Lincoln t-shirt. I went completely insanely crazy.
Did you
So
get a stovepipe
uh,
hat?
no, I couldn't find one. I tried. I would have if I could have. I would have. That is the one thing I wanted. I wanted one of his hats, but they didn't sell them. And my daughters wanted a Union hat. And Comics Dad's like, they're not gonna wear it. We're not buying it. I was like, damn it. So but yeah, we like I said, I'm a big historical nut. I love to read about anything that's historical, anything Titanic,
Oh
anything
yeah.
Abraham Lincoln. Um, I love horror books. I love not horror as in like, Jason coming after you with a knife. For me, it's more like ghost stories. I love
The
ghost
supernatural
stories.
horror.
Exactly. That
Well,
is
I mean,
my favorite thing to
technically Jason
read.
is supernatural. He's a revenant.
Technically, but he kills people. I don't like that. I don't like the whole bloody, not that's not my cup of tea. I don't like Nightmare on Elm Street and all that stuff. I don't like any of that. Like, give me like the poltergeist. Like, I'm happy with that. Like, Um, but I don't also read that. I read comic books. I read She-Hulk. I've read Ghost Rider. I have read
What about
my
like
favorite.
classic horror, like The Turn of the Screw, stuff like that?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I am a huge classic monsters fan. My favorite classic monster of all time is the creature from the Black Lagoon. And I love Frankenstein. Those are my two favorites.
The
Two
Doctor
favorite
or the
monsters.
monster?
I love the Doctor, but I love the Frankenstein monster even more. Um, I have the newest issue of Invisible Man that came out like about 6 months ago. Someone wrote The Invisible Man. I read that, thought it was really good. Um,
Who did write that
I love
originally?
classic monsters. I want to go to Universal so I can go to stupid classic monsters park, whatever they have there, so I could just be there for a day and just hang out with Frankenstein. And they do your monster makeup there.
Oh,
I
nice.
want to be Frankenstein for a day. I just want to do it for one day. And I
Okay,
would
yeah,
at
I
38
thought
years old.
this because I was trying to remember who wrote The Invisible Man. It's H.G. Wells, the same one who wrote War of the Worlds, the original War of
Yep.
the Worlds,
Yes. And I
which a lot of
The Invisible
people
Man's a good
don't
book.
know is technically all the stuff we have are like they're obviously like remakes, but the original story was way earlier than people actually think.
Yeah. Um I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't like vampires. Because here's the problem with vampires. Nothing against people like vampires. If you like vampires, I think it's awesome, amazing. I'm glad you guys like it. The reason why I don't like vampires anymore is because over the years that I have been alive, because I'm 38, I have been through Twilight, True Blood, Vampire Diaries, all these stupid
Interview
vampire
with a
shows.
Vampire by Anne
Interviewed,
Rice.
yeah, exactly.
Is it just too much, or
Like, is
just
it like an
It's
oversaturation?
It's an
yeah?
oversaturation. Basically, for me, it's they've turned too much of it into sex and romance.
Oh, I
It's
mean,
not
Fifty Shades of
about
Grey literally started out as a Twilight fan fiction, so go figure that one out.
That is true.
yeah.
Right, 50 Shades of Grey was
And I had to
intended as a
deal with
fan
the movie
fiction.
versions of those when I was working as an usher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I have
Did you
seen
tell a
things.
story about? Did you tell a story of what you saw in the theaters?
I did on Wednesday night, but I'll basically say it again. During the time that the third movie was out, we were doing bag checks because a few months earlier there'd been a theater shooting. So of course our management was in like full panic mode from the top levels. Like, okay, you gotta check bags, make sure there's nothing in them. I have seen things.
I can
What
imagine
movie was
just from the
about?
movie. Fifty
Yeah.
Shades
It's
of
a
Grey.
softcore porn movie, and it's like
Oh, 50
there are
Shades.
the
Yeah,
things
I've
you
seen
would
all of
think.
them.
But going
Yeah,
to see the movie.
You don't
yeah.
want to.
No. So
It.
I
I
always
am just
thought those
very
books
glad
were
I was
smut.
on ticketing duty and not cleaning the theaters.
That's yeah. I
Oh God,
I
I would
remember
not want to
I
clean
did
those
have a
theaters.
discussion with someone a long time ago that 50 Shades of Grey made this kind of disturbing in a way expectation of what women how should women expect to be treated by a guy
Oh yeah,
in a weird disturbing
I'm
way of
sorry,
what
what?
they
yeah. There was
some
this whole
girls.
weird period after Fifty Shades came out that, for some reason, a lot of women were like, "Oh, we want to be treated just like this."
Yeah, it was.
I'm sorry, but if a guy brought out a whip, I'd be like, I'm out. Bye. I'm out. Nope, we're not
Yeah,
doing this.
Yeah,
I heard that.
and
I'm
for
like,
some reason, it was perfectly fine to read that in public. Like you would see
yeah,
women sitting on like park benches reading Fifty Shades of Grey.
I didn't read or watch it, and I just because just knowing what I just knew the synopsis. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't seem like a good movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was not a great
The only
time.
thing I knew is there's this meme book called 50 Shades Darker, and it was just a book of 50 different shades of gray.
An art book.
Yeah, it's basically just each page was a different shade of gray.
Nice.
That's good. That's a good meme.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing though, like I was saying, for me, it just seems like the movies have ruined vampire lore because don't get me wrong, the original, 1930s Dracula black and white, which I love, is when Ask Comics that he has the whole collection for me. Um
Do you have the
I
original
love that movie.
Nosferatu?
I do not. That is
Because
one
that's
thing I don't
probably
have.
pretty hard to get your hands on, considering Germany tried to ban it when
It's
it first came
probably
out
is, but
because it was infringing on the copyright, big quotes around that, of Dracula. And
yeah, I
The
don't
Stoker
have
estate was
that.
like, yeah, you can't make this.
Yeah, I no, I have the 1930s black and white, like, basically almost no sound type of, we don't know, like, voice and all that. But um my thing is this, like, those movies, yes, it was like, oh, come to me, darling, and he wanted to woo the woman, but you want to know why? Because he wanted to rip her freaking throat out. That's why.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
that
vampire.
was his entire
That's a
point.
vampire. That's the point.
And
But
it was
nowadays it's, oh
the
my
power of
God.
mesmer. It was mesmerize.
But now, no, you're right. But now it's like, oh my God, are you Team Jacob or Team Edward? I'm
I,
neither. Kill them
I,
both.
I, I watched those movies just because someone was streaming on Discord. I felt like I was drunk or high on
I
something.
watched
I
Adam and Pal's version, watching all the movies, and even they were like, okay, we're just gonna try to keep track of all the times Bella falls in the first movie, and they lost count.
Like the last movie, I was like, okay, there's a fight, and then the entire fight was just a dream sequence. I'm just like,
Yeah, it's
this
like,
is
what the hell
stupid.
was this shit?
I was like, the
You know
last
what's even
movie could have.
weirder? The guy who directed the second movie also directed the movie Hard Candy, which is literally about like a teen girl murdering pedophiles.
what the hell?
Yeah,
Interesting.
the same
Wow.
director.
Interesting.
But see, that's the thing though, like nowadays, like I learned a new thing now apparently. So there's a group of people who like horror movies, but it's like a sexual thing. And I don't know what I forget
So
what
they
they call
have
themselves.
a
Yeah,
horror fetish.
I know that's a thing, but that's been a thing for like a really long time as well.
Well, I didn't know that existed. So when I went to the bookstore, like around Christmas, because I went to find some stuff for comics that for Christmas, because our bookstore is like a bookstore slash like geeky like anime and like souvenirs and like
So it's not a Barnes and
statues and
Noble.
all that. No, no, we don't have one close to us. So I go to what they call Second and Charles, which is like a Books a
Oh, I
Million,
know what
but
that is.
yeah, and I love Second and Charles. But I go in there and I'm like, you know what? Since I'm looking for a gift for him, I'll go over and find me a new book because I like to read. And the stuff, like this lady's like, she goes, what do you like? I was like, I love supernatural I'm horror. looking for a gift for And him. she's like, oh, there's this one that's really good. And I'm like, what's it about? She goes, well, the vampire and this girl are like, I'm like, I don't like love stories like that. If you're going to give me a book, let the vampire eat someone or let the werewolf rip their head off. And she's
That's
looking at me like, are you like,
Probably why
that's
Underworld
what I
did so
like.
much better. Because it literally
Like-
was like classic
Exactly.
vampire versus werewolf thing. I
Underworld
don't even
was
know where that
phenomenal.
started
yeah.
or why.
Like I watched the Vampire Diaries, all three shows, and say what you want, but at least the first half of the shows there was a bunch of killing and ripping heads off.
Oh, you mean like
There
actual
was.
vampires
And
doing
then it
vampire
went to
things?
whole like lovey-dovey crap.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't lovey-dovey till like the last half of the shows,
Yeah.
but at least there was heads getting cut off, vampires actually killing things, so it wasn't lovey-dovey the entire thing.
Yeah, just
But
be
see,
careful who
True
you
Blood was
ask
like
can
that.
take a werewolf.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. True Blood was like that. True Blood was very gory, very like vampire, like ripping you apart. But then
That's
every
right.
5 minutes, somebody's humping.
Yeah,
the
that's why
problem.
I suggest if you're it would be the originals because it's not much lovey. It's more family oriented than lovey dovey most of the show, and there is a bunch of vampire versus vampire attacking each other, killing heads
Yeah.
off and stuff. So it's a mix of it's more family than love interests most of the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
But
like
yeah,
I said earlier, be
I-
careful when you ask a furry if you think they could take a werewolf. Make sure you stay in a fight.
Yeah, but I mean, Sinners is also a vampire. That vampire that's not really that much lovey-dovey.
I keep hearing it
I
that
mean,
Sinners is actually really good for a vampire film.
that's why I liked it because it had similar like in terms of vampire lore to Vampire Diaries, where you have to be let into a house or room before you can
So they
actually
follow the classic
yeah
laws.
yes you have to be invited in.
Oh, I will
And then
say,
the whole,
Red was
and then
talking
the whole
about a vampire book
and,
last night called Blindside.
mm, then there's a whole sun thing where they can't be out in the sun or else they burn.
What I like is apparently in this other series, Blindsight, vampires. They're essentially the reason we have the Uncanny Valley because they were hunting early
Uh,
humans. Like these aren't like vampires that look like people. They're like 8 feet tall. And
I never heard of
apparently, the
that.
whole reason that crosses affect them is because in nature there is no perfect 90 degrees, and these vampires are insanely intelligent. So they essentially go into hibernation to let the human race repopulate. And when they come back out, humans have discovered like architecture and actual civilization. And seeing true 90-degree angles sends them into seizures. So that's why the cross affects them. Is because it's not because it's holy. It's because they can't stand looking at it without their brain going crazy.
And see, the only vampire series that I respect out of everything I've read is my favorite comic book. Now you have to understand, I'm gonna be a little bit older than a lot of you, but
You're only like
I'm an
2 years
old
older than me.
school. I think you're younger than me. I
I'm
think you're in your
35.
20s. Oh crap, never mind. No, but no, in all reality, like I don't get me wrong, I love books. I love to read, but I fell in love with the Tomb of Dracula series when I was really young. And thanks to Comics Dad and helping me find the ones I need and everything, we have there's 70 issues in total. I have
Wow.
68 out of the 70.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Comics
just missing the
Dad,
two big ones.
yeah, Comics Dad, literally, he's the best. He went to all these comic shops. He found a lot of the older issues and everything. I have read and I've read very carefully because those are my babies. But I love that series because it's the classic Dracula. It's when Marvel made it, it wasn't about sex. It was about a vampire wanting control over humans, going after the girl so he could, mesmerize her and fall in love with her and, have a vampire life with her. But it also talks about, vampires and what they do. It has one issue, which is issue 18. He meets Werewolf by Night, which is another character in Marvel, and they fight. And it's a great series. I personally love it. I when I tell you that it's my prized possession, I told my kids, I don't care if I'm dead, no one's getting those books. I'll be buried with them. There's no way.
You might want to invest in a mausoleum.
I probably am gonna have to. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna glass case those some bitches. But no,
Bulletproof casing.
Yeah, definitely. But
You're gonna need that glass that they made the beast from.
yeah. Right? But that's the only series vampire wise that I actually respect anymore because they ruined. And I'm sorry to say this, but like from the 1930s till now, like it's changed. The lore has changed so much, and it's went downhill. And I love that traditional 1930s Dracula. I think that was one of the best movies ever created. I will always love those movies. And like I said, Tomb of Dracula was written just like the 1930s Dracula. So that's why I love it. Now, I'm not going to lie. I've watched Twilight. I will admit I have watched Twilight. I have watched Vampire Diaries. I have watched True Blood. That's not vampires, people.
I watched all three of those Vampire Diaries associated shows.
That's the thing, though. Like these girls, like, oh my god, look at these vampires.
The thing is,
vampires don't fucking sparkle.
At least for originals, in terms when they had this thing where it's like they enchanted a ring where you could walk in daylight, but if you walked in daylight without a ring, you just burned in flames and died.
They
So
kind of explain that a little bit in the movie Daybreakers. I
yeah,
don't
it's
know if
like
any of you guys
there
saw
was
that.
like there was
I've
no
never seen
sparkling.
Daybreakers.
It's just basically you
Oh,
walk in the sunlight and
Daybreakers
you're
is
dead.
essentially all of humankind has already been turned into vampires by the time Daybreakers occurs.
Yeah,
And they
I've never
find out
seen
that part of the reason that vampires start dying when they go into sunlight is because the body is essentially trying to shock itself back to life.
Hmm.
That's part of the process of turning a vampire back into a human, is to expose them to just the right amount of sunlight that the body goes into shock mode and restarts.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Oh, it is a
So
great movie.
I haven't either.
It's called
Probably,
Daybreaker.
yeah.
I'll have to look that up. But no,
Probably
seriously,
Because
because
it is.
sad,
There's
I
literally
got
like
my
vampire hit squads that go out and try to capture rogue humans. It is not romantic. It is literally the vampire scientist is trying to make like an artificial blood, so that the human race can start repopulating. And it's like, oh
oh
well, yeah, if this artificial blood thing works, it'll be great for all the normal people, all the normal vampires out there. But the elites are always gonna want the real thing.
I've never heard. I have to look that up because I've never
It is.
seen that before.
I will always say it's a great film, and I especially love the ending, just because it ends essentially in blood and violence. It is not a romance by any means.
Well, it's like Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. I actually enjoyed that. I'm not gonna lie.
I remember that came out.
It might be stupid, but I loved it because you
I
know
remember the
why?
post. I
Like,
remember the poster because I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, I think we all remember
was-
the poster.
I loved it. You know what?
It
I
just
loved
seems so silly. It's like Vampire Hunter president. What are we doing?
Come on, one
was
of
a
the
fun
best
movie.
presidents.
We've
It was
seen
a fun
sillier
movie.
things.
I know, but at the time when it came out, it just seemed so ridiculous.
That's
But you
why
know
it
what I
was
liked
so
about
awesome.
that movie? What I
We don't
liked
get
about that
movies like
movie
that
was
anymore.
That's
no, we don't.
true.
You're right, Comic Sad. We don't. And the one thing I say about that movie is even though it was a vampire hunter movie, they still added historical accuracy into the movie. That's what
Yeah.
I love about that because it was,
Yeah,
like I said, my favorite president of the United States is Abraham Lincoln. So I loved it because it was not only just him being a vampire hunter, which was freaking awesome because it was Van Helsing basically, but also things that happened in the movies happened in real life for him. Um, and it's sad because like his son, his youngest, I think it was his oldest son, um, he died of typhoid.
yeah.
And it was a really depressing time for both of them. Him and his wife both could not handle it. And the way they portrayed that, it was just so good. So good. And yeah, I'll stop. Yeah. See, I can go on about President Lincoln all, I could go around. I could sit around all night and talk about him.
I know this
I love
isn't
it.
vampires, but dare I ask, have you watched the movie Pride and Prejudice Zombies?
I have not.
Don't watch it.
It is,
Don't.
it's
No,
not
that sounds
fun
awful.
bad. It is fun. It is boring bad.
I watched it because it was on Redbox and there was nothing else to watch.
I
so,
was
like,
there
why
when it
don't
was
we
in
just-
theaters.
Yeah, I just watched it. Matt Smith was the only gleaming hope of the good part of that movie. I just watched it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's essentially
It
the entire book of Pride and Prejudice, and there's random zombies in it for some reason.
I've
apparently
never
there's
read Pride
actually
and Prejudice. I don't know what that's about.
okay.
It's
Apparently
a
there's
very
actually a book
boring
called
book.
yeah.
Hmm.
Apparently there's actually a book called Pride and Prejudice Zombies that I found out
Yeah,
later.
it was based off that,
Yeah.
but it was also during
even-
the 2007s to 2015s, which was like the zombie era for some reason.
Yeah. The area where you just made everything a zombie movie.
Yeah, if you put zombie in the title, it would sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, not for me because I personally only like the zombie movies from the 80s and 70s. Everything new, it's all CG. It looks like crap. I like the traditional makeup, like look like a damn zombie. If you're gonna look like a zombie, look like a zombie. Like
Yeah,
I love the older zombie movies. Comics, that and me, that's where we have an issue, an interest because he hates anything horror. Me, I can sit here and watch The Conjuring all day long and love every moment of it. He won't sit and watch The Conjuring with me. He refuses to watch any of those movies with me.
Nope.
Okay, what
See?
about the comedy parodies of them?
Eh,
Like Scary Movie 1 and 2.
well, yeah, I mean, that's a different story.
Yeah, they're still
'Cause
based
it's-
off the originals.
Yeah, but those are purely meant to be comedy and satire.
Yeah. Okay, here's a question for you guys. We were talking about War of the Worlds earlier and H.G. Wells writing it. When do you think the original was published?
Oh, God. I have no idea.
1930?
No,
Earlier.
before that. I want to
1912?
say. Nah, I think it's like 1905, isn't it?
1898.
Oh.
All right, I was within 10 years.
1898,
crap.
the original War of the Worlds was released. It was serialized
Wells-
in,
H.G.
in
Wells could see the future.
1897 and published in book form in 1898.
That man saw the future. And he just wrote about it. That's all.
I mean, he also wrote The Time Machine and The Island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
Well ahead of his time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and the original tripods were literally like walking water towers. And instead, they had a heat ray, but it looked like an actual pistol. Like at the end of like a tentacle thing, but their main weapon was a gas-based weapon. So it was like a smoke weapon, but it essentially like burned people to death with the smoke. Which no one else has
Well,
put
let me
into
ask-
any of the adaptations of it.
So let me ask you guys this question because apparently Comics says I'm boring for this. Did anybody enjoy the book To Kill a Mockingbird?
I have not read it.
As someone who had. Okay, I've read it.
I was first
I-
rated in school.
So was
Yeah,
I.
I would have been, but
Snore.
instead
I
we got the
loved
Scarlet
it.
Letter.
I remember I did read it, had to read it and read a like my own scenario part of the book. I made it very dark and disturbing.
Oh well, that's nice.
I mean, I guess it's
yeah.
if you find court cases interesting.
I mean,
Not really.
court cases makes for better TV than a book.
True.
Well, like
But
for me, like
it just- I guess it just if the time period during blacks weren't really given any fair chance in court.
Like I
But
can understand
the-
why people like it. It's just not something I would find myself
The
enjoying
court-
reading.
It wasn't. The thing it was that that one character in the book that no one really knew had never met was the more interesting thing than any other character in the book.
I don't know.
I forgot.
I grew up reading the older books. Like I love Attila Two Cities. I love I love almost every older book
The
there is
classic
out there.
literature.
I enjoy.
Did you ever
Exactly.
read Old Man in the Sea?
I have.
I'm
Have
not
you?
going to dox
Yeah.
myself entirely here, but let's just say my last name is similar enough that I have been called Hemingway several times throughout my life.
Like Moby Dick. I love the story of Moby Dick. My grandfather bought me
Just a
books
good
that
story
were
about a
around when
man
he was in
hating a whale.
school. Basically, but it was a good
Yeah.
story told. And I want my daughters to read these books, but I already know because of their age, that's not going to probably happen. But
Well, I know there are shorter
Um,
adaptations of it that are essentially like the same, just without all the fluff. I used to
Yeah.
have one. I don't know where those ever went. Because I had a bunch of books like that were like shortened versions or like abridged versions of the literary classics, but without like half the fluff, so it was shorter.
like, yeah, exactly. Like, see, and the other thing I like is like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Oh, that's a
I'm
great
old
book.
school. Oh, it's an awesome book. I love it so much.
I mean, it was
Comics, that's not a
influential in the fact
reader.
that our very first submarine ever built was called the Nautilus. Well, the first
thing, though, like these.
scientific submarine ever built, because the Confederates tried making a sub, and look what happened to them.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
I mean, I'm just, it's crazy because nowadays, as a mom, when the school says what they're reading and everything, it's nothing like we wrote, well, at least when I wrote when I was a kid, because my grandfather bought me all these old books. He wanted me to be educated on what he was reading. I mean, granted, he was born in 1923, but he wanted me to be educated on older stories, and he
I
opened my
used to have
eyes
a
to
bunch of old
reading.
Sherlock Holmes books.
I never liked Sherlock Holmes.
Really?
I don't like detectives. I don't like anything like
The world's
detective or
greatest detective
action.
next to Batman.
Yeah, I never liked it. Like
Cue
comics
the
that
scene
likes
of
action
Batman
movies.
standing outside an apartment complex yelling, "Has anyone seen the Joker?"
I wouldn't get that reference. I don't know what that's about.
It's literally a comic panel from like the earlier Batman comics.
Yep.
Oh,
It's like the world's greatest
I don't
detective
read
literally yelling at an apartment complex to see if anybody knows where the Joker is.
Still world's greatest detective.
Who also used to carry a gun.
Partially
that a lot of
because
people
of that
don't know.
reason.
Like, a lot of people don't realize the early Batman stuff, he was killing villains. He had a pistol.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the
Oh, yeah,
Comics
he did.
Association got involved.
Yep. It's that's kind of when everything started to very slowly but steadily go downhill with comic books.
Speaking of comic books, the other book that I have here is Stan Lee's biography.
Oh, nice.
Really good book.
Speaking of comic books, back to my stuff.
No, I'm just saying, like, that was another book that I have is a Stan Lee biography. That
I
was
know,
really
I'm
good.
joking.
I had the privilege of meeting Stan Lee when I worked at Disney. And when I tell you that this man was just a pure, wonderful human being, I'm not sugarcoating it. He was absolutely phenomenal. And reading this book, there's a lot that people don't really know about him, like why he created the characters he created. And a lot of them are off of his life. Spider-Man was about him growing up. He told us, he was telling us exactly what he wrote these books, these comics for. But that was his passion. And I'm going to say this. The only thing I have disrespect for him on is he sold to Disney.
Yeah. I mean, it probably was a pretty good decision at the time.
Yes, but we didn't know they were going to ruin it.
I don't know if that was 100% on him. I don't know if that was a decision 100% made by him. Because, I mean, Marvel, he wasn't the sole owner of Marvel. He was, like, obviously the head of Marvel and held a big chunk of it, but, like, Marvel still had a board of directors and whatnot. So, I'm sure it was a decision made not just by Stan Lee, but by several other interested parties that wanted to get rich as well.
Yeah, George Lucas at the time also thought he trusted Disney.
So happens with just
meeting
Bob
him
Iger.
was not that great.
Yeah.
Well, no, George Lucas's problem was that he didn't. It's not that he just trusted Bob Iger and Disney. It's that he also trusted Kathleen Kennedy, who he had known and worked with for on and off for over 30 years, 20 years, 30 years.
Yeah.
However many.
But
like 30-something years.
To be fair to George, he was at the age where he just could not do it anymore, and he thought he gave it to the person he thought he trusted the most, that he's been known, and then
but it was widely known that she was not a creative person by any means. She could get shit done. She could motivate people to do their jobs, but
she was not a leader.
She had the creativity of a fucking wet potato. Sorry for cursing, Tobias, but
no, go
Kathleen
ahead.
Kennedy.
Damn.
Nah, just Kathleen Kennedy really.
I will say that's insulting to potatoes.
It's just, yeah,
especially potatoes that have a super intelligent AI attached to them.
I think Kathleen just infuriates everybody that used to like Star Wars. Yeah, ask Ryan Kennel what he feels about Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, the Force is female.
Actually,
I can't stand her.
Now thinking about
anybody
it, I think Ryan hates Dave Filoni more than Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh yeah, Dave Filoni was queued up to be like the true successor, and
yeah,
I think
I said this
the
when I
longer
met
he
him.
worked under Kathleen Kennedy, the more she influenced him.
Yeah,
and now he's just basically a male Kathleen Kennedy 2.0.
Yeah, I said this when I met Ryan that originally I was still critical of Dave Filoni until Boba Fett. When he didn't make Boba Fett, but he said I trust the person directing Boba Fett, and then we got the Power Ranger scooter episode.
Like Boba Fett could have been good if they had done it like a space version of The Sopranos.
Yeah, the theme
like make it a space version of The Godfather. Make it something that actually has to do with a criminal enterprise.
I'll admit, at least the theme's good. The theme of Boba Fett was good. I was like, at this point, I was like, okay, Dave Filoni, don't do live action, just stay in animation, and you're fine.
Oh yeah,
but if they just left Dave Filoni,
we got some of the best Star Wars stories from both the Clone Wars animated series, but also from Rebels.
Yeah, their animation stuff is good, but their live action for some reason sucks. Like, even though Clone Wars is a niche thing, it's Disney's best stuff outside of Andor.
Is it really niche if there's like 3 versions and several games based around it?
I would say yes, because
Clone
it's
Wars
not.
Wasn't really... Sorry, go ahead.
I would say in terms of like the mass majority, because right for this, like most normal people have only watched the movies and not really the TV show, so they won't have any clue what's going on.
Well, I mean, there was the Star Wars Clone Wars on Cartoon Network, and that lasted what, like 8 seasons?
Five seasons on Clone Wars, then a 6 on Netflix, and a 7th by Disney themselves.
Okay.
Which I'm surprised they didn't ruin outside the middle 4 episodes.
Yeah, with the whole Ahsoka meeting
that was kind of weird,
the
but
sisters, and
it was kind of weird. But it's like it just kind of shows you, I guess, what life outside the pristine Jedi Order is like.
And what happens when you completely throw away the EU, all the books that were written.
And then also it had that Kathleen Kennedy touch to it, where she was involved at that point.
Kennedy.
In those middle 4 episodes, I'm just more or less got to tell the story he wanted to, but I'm just glad
though the official end of Clone Wars was mostly it was a decent end and wasn't crappy like the fear was.
And the fact that we never got Rex in live action makes me really upset.
Yeah,
that's actually kind of surprising.
Filoni wanted to bring all these characters from Rebels in, but what about Rex? Like, there was a perfect opportunity to bring Rex in the Obi-Wan show, and that would have been so much better than what we got.
Or not have the Obi-Wan show at all.
That too.
Also too.
Yeah, having Qui-Gon, the Qui-Gon Force Ghost was the dumbest thing.
Well, isn't it also supposed to be like canon that he's the first Jedi to ever have a Force Ghost?
No, he never was able to. He died before he could finish the ability to make Force Ghost.
Okay.
That's what the canon was until Obi-Wan. It's like, wait.
Yep, and then they changed it all.
Because in Clone Wars, they established he was able to preserve himself, but he was unable to have a...
Yeah, he didn't have a manifestation.
He couldn't actually manifest a form, so he was just a piece of light shining that with a voice.
Yeah, but just a disembodied voice, that's all.
Yeah.
So he was a standard ghost then.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But then it was Yoda who had gone and traveled and he went down a whole rabbit hole. I believe it started with going to Dathomir, and then from there following the clues and the path that he was going on, and ended up coming across disembodied Qui-Gon, and then he disembodied Qui-Gon's help Yoda was able to actually become the first. Obi-Wan actually was able to become the first.
I remember
he did
with Yoda's help though.
Yeah,
I remember he came across. He went to the old, basically Sith homeworld of Korriban. It's like, oh look, EU guys.
Well, that is one thing I really did like about a lot of stuff I've been seeing from the original EU was they really delved into the whole idea of the Sith alchemy and magic, and how it was completely
Yeah.
different from the Force.
Yeah, that's why I'm begging Disney not to touch Old Republic at all. I'm like,
And
please
then we
just
got the
Really?
leave it,
Acolyte.
leave it alone.
And the Acolyte threw part of that out the window.
Of course they
Oh
did.
yeah, yeah. Remember Darth Plague? Uh, that
Although
that
I will
show.
say, my favorite things out of it are technically the two zombie ones, Red
Oh yeah,
Harvest and Deathwing.
yeah. I do. I do. The funniest thing was we were watching Wikipedia change their lore for Kaine Mundi live when it was happening.
Of course.
We like rebooted. We kept refreshing the page, and every 5 minutes they were changing where he when he was born and the time period he was born in. It's like you're changing it every 5 minutes until the Wikipedia broke
How do you break that?
because they kept trying to edit it to change it.
And it
So
might
then
have overloaded the server.
I think that's what happened. Like because then it said error 404 cannot be found or something like that.
Oh, so they might have just taken the page down just because it was getting insane.
Yeah, I think people were correcting it, and then Wikipedia was trying to edit it, and
Because
so
I
the
think if
back
it
and forth.
fully goes down, you get I think it's a 503 bad gateway error if the page is down.
I think that's what it was actually, is what it said. I remember now that I think about it, I remember seeing the gateway error.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
Anyway,
will say probably my favorite non official skit is Star Wars Tech the IT guys.
the rat, the was that the technician, Matt the technician.
No, it was well before that. It's literally
Okay.
like a stormtrooper wearing like an IT vest. It's like, the most common error I get is an ID 10T error. It's like, what does that mean? He's like writes it out and it spells idiot.
I don't know. My favorite non-official, non-canon story is the adventures and tale of Gary the Stormtrooper from Robot Chicken,
Oh yeah.
Oh, robot
voiced
chicken.
by Donald Faison, by the way,
Oh,
of
nice.
Scrubs. Yes, but yeah, it starts with what is it? He's the new recruit. It's like his he take his daughter to take his kid to work day or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
And then
that
he's
one.
piloting the Death Star at one point. It almost crashes into into the planet, and it's his kid's school. And his kid's like, "My daddy works there." And then what is it? Palpatine is
the ever
trying to
going
get
escalator.
trying to get up to the elevator, and then he's like, "Stormtrooper, hold that elevator." Oh wait, I'm trying to, but it's no, I can't. Wait a minute, I'll remember this. What's your ID number? It's 1142. Eat my ass. And the elevator closes.
Then he has to go
I
up the
did-
escalator and it's just a line of stormtroopers just
Yeah.
saying
And then the last is just a
hail
drive.
to him.
I remember the Lego ones they used to make.
Oh, those were good too.
Like Revenge of the Brick with the so much cursed graphics.
Back when things were fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So going off
Anyway.
that a little bit, Queen, do you have any graphic novels in there?
So I do not have any graphic novels in my collection right now.
Okay. Do you like the movie Alien?
Okay, so here okay.
Because I have two
I
graphic novels from that. One was produced by Dark Horse before Alien 3 came out, and it was the original story where,
so
Hicks and Newt are still alive.
so here's the thing about that. So when I first saw Alien, I was 20. I was sheltered probably as a kid because a lot of movies that comics dad says, oh, she's never saw it. I've never really seen it. He actually opened my eyes to a lot of different movies. Um,
And you haven't shown her Alien?
no, I watched it before we met.
She's not a big
Here's
fan of most movies in general.
here's the thing. Okay, so I was watching Alien. I was okay with watching Alien. I was also just had my son, so I just had a baby. And when I saw that alien come out of that woman's pregnant stomach, that was it for me. I was completely done. Um, I was also hormonal still because hormones are not out of your system yet. So I was still like crying and yeah. Scared the hell out of me. So I've seen all the alien movies. I personally like Predator more. That's just me. I like the Predator movies more. Um, I don't know. Alien's not that great. I like Predator. I don't know. But I don't have any uh graphic novels in my collection,
I have
unfortunately. I wish I did.
two. One is an omnibus. I think it's literally just called Aliens Omnibus. Yeah, Aliens Omnibus and Aliens: The Essential Comics, Volume 1 by Dark Horse Publishing.
Oh, nice.
And of course, my two Lovecraft anthology books, and one of the Deadpool anthologies by Daniel Way. And of course, you got the classic
I don't think
comics. Like one I got was Mad About Superheroes, and it's all the Mad comics from superhero movies. I don't know if anyone else remembers that magazine series.
No, I never read Mad.
no.
I
I never
remember
read
watching.
Mad, but I do remember watching Mad TV.
I remember watching Mad TV.
I think that's what most people remember now because it was a thing like earlier on.
Oh yeah, like I used to have an issue. Well, I never read them, but I did have one issue of Mad, and it had the Ninja Turtles on it because I believe it was around the time the first live action movie came out in what was it, 89, 90, whenever the first live action came out. So, or no, it might have been for the second actually. It might have been for Secret of the Ooze actually. Trying to remember. I unfortunately don't have it anymore. I ended up selling it when I sold part of my collection a few years back. But it was a really cool cover of Mad magazine to have.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What did I buy? I bought something a while ago. Well, I got rid of it because I didn't really like it. Comics that I bought a graphic novel from the comic book shop, but I forgot what it was. Do you remember what I bought?
Nope.
Yeah, me either. It's been a while. It was I sold it to another comic book store because I honestly it was put me to sleep. It was boring.
You don't really buy trade paperbacks. You like buying single floppy issues.
Yeah, I do. But when it comes to books, okay. Whoever feels this way, I'm so sorry to say this, but I hate digital books. I hate, what do they call those things again?
Ebooks?
Ebook?
You wanted the thing that you wanted to get me comics, Dad, with the
Kindle?
screen.
Oh, a Kindle.
Nook.
Kindle.
Okay,
Kindle.
Nishi's on her way in.
I can't
I
stand
tried a
Kindles.
Kindle. I couldn't. I tried a Kindle, but I think it was either
My mom
the
loves
screen was
hers, but it's also just because she
the
takes it
stream.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's either the screen was too slow or I just didn't know how to use it.
Yeah, I just
See,
got mom a new one.
it's not the
Nishi's
screen
here.
for me.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Although I
have
don't,
to
I
have
usually don't
paper
read.
books.
Oi.
There we go.
Hello,
yeah.
Nishi.
Oh, hurrah.
Comics Dad
Oh.
Comics Dad's given because we're talking about having a family vacation at the end of the beginning of next year. And he's like, you could bring like, because where we're going, it's gonna be very relaxing, and I can read in peace. I'm like,
We're thinking about maybe taking a cruise down to like the Bahamas or something.
so he's like, you could take 2 books with you. Now, mind you, you're talking to someone
Or an
who
e-reader.
I will fill my suitcase with books before close.
Yeah, that's why I said 2.
And that's
Or
the
an
problem.
e-reader.
I don't want a stupid screen thingy. I like paper.
Or
I like
you
that
just
it's
bring your
made-
iPad and download a bunch of books on it.
No, I hate that thing. I hate when you.
Well, then I guess you're bringing
the
only 2
scroll
books.
thingy's annoying. No, I like paper. I like paperback books. I always have. I don't like hardcovers. I like paperbacks. So now I'm like, when we go to the cruise, if we go on this cruise, I'm like, I gotta bring at least 4 books.
No, you're not bringing 4 books.
Well, you've got a year
2.
to figure it out.
There's no figuring it out. Max 2.
Bring like the biggest, thickest books you have that are the heaviest and make him carry them.
That's what I should do.
I ain't carrying nothing. They'll go to the bottom of the ocean. I'll throw them off the boat.
The hell you will. No, but I love the library.
Pretty sure she might sink the boat just to get them back.
Well,
I would jump for the war to get them
I get
back.
to pick them then. One is a pocket version of the U.S. Constitution, and then the other one will be the Image Skybound Marvel Transformers Compendium #1, which is, I think, how many pages? About
No, I'm good.
1,000 some odd pages.
No, I'm
Maybe
good. I want to read like horror
pages?
stuff.
Well, I do actually have. I don't know if you've ever heard of this series. It's a channel on YouTube called Bedtime Stories.
Oh, yeah, I think I have seen it. He does an episode every day.
Yeah, he does an episode. Well, I think it's like every couple of days now. But they put out 2 books, volumes 1 and 2, that are compilations of all the like audio transcripts of the episodes.
Okay.
And they're all horror stuff, like ghosts and stuff like that. It's all supernatural stuff.
See, I love that.
And it's called Bedtime Stories.
I'll have to look that up.
It's a channel on YouTube. I highly recommend, if anyone likes that kind of stuff, go check them out. And you were saying, Nishi?
You know, there's another guy that does it as well. He brings out an episode every day. It's like, I think it's like 3 minutes.
Oh, nice.
And he does it, yeah.
I mean, 3 minutes every day. I could probably do that at some point if I wasn't lazy. Part of why I'm doing this live instead of doing an episode and then editing it. I'm lazy.
So good.
Why do you think I haven't done cooking videos? I'm lazy.
Oh wait, we're live streaming this right now.
Yep.
Yes.
Ah. Oh. Ah.
Wow.
We have been for like the last hour.
Slow.
I didn't realize. I thought it was like
wow.
what your
You're the
format
kid
was
licking
before.
the window on the yellow bus.
That's another child that we know. I'm not going to go there.
The guy that does it is called Vice Baby. If you're ever interested, guys, he does. He's got up to part 362 of this thing that he does, and he does one every day. And it goes for about 15 minutes.
Just got a comment from M. Campy, you fan. Don't let Snooks lie.
Oh, hey, look at that. We are live. Hey, look at that.
I have no
idea. What?
I have no idea. That's
You're
just
gonna
what
really
he
start
said.
with me seriously?
What up, Campy?
Yeah, so far we've had 8 views, and I'm perfectly happy with that. Because that's 8 more than none.
Yeah.
Wow.
What did Campia do?
He's being Jack again.
Everything.
Yeah, he's over in the chat. Wayfarer was in much earlier. Basically just said like and subscribe.
Like he always does, which is awesome.
Oh, yeah. It's always not... I don't know if it's still a thing. If there was a thing for a little while with YouTube where if you said, like, please like and subscribe, the buttons would light up or something like that.
Oh, wow.
No clue.
I think that's an edit. I think that was a thing someone had to edit in where if you say like, subscribe, and comment, they usually light up.
Like, it would light up the buttons a little bit, or it would do that.
Maybe.
A lot of people have, like, the default animation thing with the little thumbs up and bell icon that shows up on the screen for, like, 5 seconds and then vanishes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there was a few where edits different change.
I don't know. I've never played around with that stuff.
Me neither.
I mean, like, we've got 9 views. I am more than happy with that.
Yay!
And 4
Yeah,
concurrent
I'll
viewers.
take it. I'll take it if 3 people bother to watch something.
Anything's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to recall who said it, but it was like, any amount of viewers you have are people you have entertained.
Yeah. That's true too.
I was watching a. I was
That's the
watching
best
a
way to look
clip.
at it.
I was watching a clip of some guy or something. It's like you have 2 views. Just imagine 2 people are in your room talking with you.
There it is. Yeah, you were the one that brought that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you brought that up on one of the much earlier Fireside Chats. I don't even remember
Yeah,
which one.
probably because I saw that clip recently. Because his mom came to him. He's like, and so either him or his mom's like, imagine it's like 3 or 5 more people are in this room with me right now. And I was like, that's a good way to look at it.
As long as people are entertained, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Even if it's just me and Red getting absolutely slaughtered and fucked the entire night playing Hunt, as long as people are happy watching.
Yeah.
Which is our general luck with Hunt every time I hit the record button.
I screwed myself on my channel though because I played Disney Dreamlight Valley and I love the game, but I have attracted Disney adults. And
they're not
I am
Jay.
very No, and I am very mouthy about Disney adults. And one girl hates my guts because I was like, I'm not a Disney adult. I can't stand them. And she got so butthurt. And I'm like, listen, you do you, boo-boo. But there is no way you're going to have me sit there and say, oh my God, I love meeting Mickey Mouse. No, I don't really give a crap. Like, I honestly do not care.
I would rather go to the Shanghai Park and meet Nick and Judy. Because that's the only thing there that's worth doing.
Basically. And pay half the price. But no.
Hey, Shanghai Park is cheaper from what I gather.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay.
But then again, it is in China, and they have a very strange money system.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, though. Like, I played this game for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's easy. And number 2, I could stop doing something, walk away, and I won't die. That's the reason why.
What? That's not fun.
You have to understand
is half the fun
me,
of playing games.
Ebola, you have to understand me. When it comes to video games, if I die, I get so pissed off that I hate video games. Like you can ask Comics Dad.
Specifically, no. Your biggest problem with video games is when it comes to multiplayer competitive games, especially ones that you play with me.
It's stupid. It's whoever made these stupid games are assholes. I'm gonna say it.
So Phantom.
First off, Phantom. Let's get started on Phantom. If you're hearing this, I hope you're hearing this, Phantom.
I don't think
I really do.
If he hears this, Phantom's not even in the voice chat in the other one, but if he hears it, I'm probably
Phantom,
gonna get
when
flamed.
you do hear this, dear, I am so mad at you. You want to know why? I go in there, I support your channel. I love being with you guys. And you say hi to the sidekick and not me? Go to hell, Phantom. Go to hell and rot. Bitch, I'd rather be the sidekick than suck. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say nothing. You can bend over for Phantom all you want, Comics Dad. Go ahead and bend right over. I will not.
Screw Phantom.
But no, I do not like competitive video games because I am not good at them. Like Among Us. I love Among Us. You want to know why? Because you know what? If I die. Exactly. Everybody's going to die. Not going to lie. Mario Kart. I can't stand the Mario Kart. That is the worst freaking game in history.
I mean, get good.
Shut the hell up.
Logic.
Yeah.
I can't play.
I will say I have a lot more fun playing Sonic Crossworlds Racing than any time I've ever played Mario Kart.
See, I tried the demo for that, and it kind of, I don't know, it felt still a little stiff and wonky when I was trying to play that. I wasn't.
Yeah, I have I have a love-hate relationship for some of those games because I can get really competitive, and when I start losing, I get really frustrated.
Oh yeah.
So it's probably a good thing I don't live stream me playing games, or else I'd be probably cussing half the time, and
That's
I'd probably be taken off the platform as well for some of the things I'd end up saying.
Well, considering the
Ebola.
last
Let me.
live stream me and Red did like 2 weeks ago playing Hunt, within the first 10 minutes of the
Well,
first match, a guy was saying the N
Ebola.
word.
well, my
Like that was his
you
opening
stream,
line
right?
of the match was,
I,
"Hey, N words."
I stream, but I don't stream any YouTube video. I don't stream playing the games.
Gotcha. Because I was gonna say, if you want to get a lot of subs, do Dreamlight Valley. People who play
Hmm.
that game swarm to those streams, and
I'm
when
still not
I
even sure
tell
what
you
it
within
is.
6 months, it's a okay. So basically,
It's a world builder, basically. It's a
Okay,
yes.
it's a go around, gather
A sandbox
bunch
game.
of BS.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Who plays it? Why are you cutting me off? Who plays it? You
Marriage,
don't play
everybody.
it, so why are you answering me like that? Like, let me answer my game.
Let the woman speak.
Thank you, love. See, Nishi knows me. Nishi, get him. Anyway,
You could have her, Nishi.
that's fine. I'll go to
I will.
Australia. I'm fine with that. I'm on my way, Nishi. I'll pack my bags.
I need to go back to Australia at some point. The last time
You've
I was
been
there
there?
was
I hate you.
2006.
Jesus,
I hate you.
20 years ago.
Yep.
That
20 years ago, I did the Outback tour from Sydney to Darwin.
Oh, lovely. I still haven't been to Darwin.
Darwin was interesting, especially the World War II museum there.
Yeah.
Wait, before you say anything, do you realize how large Australia is?
Yes.
I mean, yes, but at the
There's
same
a reason
time,
it's a continent,
I'd go
not an
everywhere.
island.
Yeah.
I want to go to the Australia Zoo.
There you go.
Yeah, that's in Queensland.
I want to see
Queensland's
Steve
beautiful.
Irwin's legacy. I love Steve Irwin. When he died, when I found out he died, I was so upset. He's the reason why I fell in love with animals, and why I fell in love with different animals, except birds. That's not going to happen. No offense, Steve Irwin in heaven. I'm sorry, but birds suck. I can't do the bird thing. I tried. It's traumatizing.
I got hit in the head with an emu once.
Oh, I bet you did.
I have seen cassowaries.
Like the emu hit me in the head.
Tell them that when we go to Lake Tobias and those birds are walking around, what am I like? Tell them.
Big baby.
Listen. We went. Me and my daughter. She had a field trip a few years ago. She was in first grade. We went to the zoo with her class. Okay. She decided to piss off a peacock. Okay.
Oh, those things are assholes.
I know, but she decided to piss it off. And I told her, don't piss off the bird because I'm not going after it. The son of a bitch got pissed off. I said, well, take her. I'm not going near it.
God, the only place I recall ever seeing peacocks outside of a zoo was, I don't know if anyone knows the area, Lake County, Clear Lake.
No.
Nope.
Okay, it's lower than where I am in California. It's still considered Northern California. But for some reason, I don't know if it's a peacock farm or if they're just wild peacocks out there, but you can hear them at night.
Yeah, no, I couldn't live like that. I'd be freaking having a panic attack every 5 minutes. I don't like any kind of bird. I don't like ducks. I don't like the little finches that pop around outside. I hate all of them. Comics dad, what he loves to do is if we park in the driveway, he likes to make bird sounds like they're outside. I won't get out of the car. I refuse to get out of the car.
Something tells me that the movie The Birds by Hitchcock is probably going to be the worst thing you'll ever
There's
watch.
no way in hell I will not watch that ever again.
Especially
That's
because
what
it doesn't have an
traumatized
actual
me.
ending.
That movie traumatized me. And then my mother bought peacocks. Peacocks. What do they call comics dad? The ones with the what are they called?
Peacocks.
No, with the little ones with the colors from the Petco. What are they called?
Parakeet.
Yeah,
Parakeets. My mother had like 1,000 freaking parakeets. Okay, when I tell you she let them loose and these things would fly in your hair, I don't do parakeets either. You can't. No. Type of,
Well,
I
that
don't
I
do
can't
birds.
blame you on because they are loud as hell.
They scary as hell.
Especially the rainbow ones.
Oh yeah.
What the hell's a rainbow one?
A rainbow lorikeet. They're in
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah, it's an
No,
Australian
they can
bird.
keep
Like
them.
they're
Don't
beautiful
bring
to
'em over
look
here.
at, but God, are they loud?
Like I love Nisha to death, but I couldn't. She has a big ass bud. I wouldn't walk in
You
her
have
house.
more than one.
I've got
Not
two
to
now.
mention swooping season.
Yeah. Oh, magpies.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you
I'll
think the
sleep outside
magpies
with
here are
the
bad?
funnel webs. I can't do it. I've tried. I have tried to break my fear of buds, and I can't do it. We went to a expo when I got my jumping spider, and Comics Dad had to pull me to go touch a fucking blue macaw. I will never forget this moment the rest of my life. I was traumatized. I wanted to die.
What?
Remember the macaw that you had the kids had me touch and it got on my shoulder?
I do not.
The big blue parrot. The one that you were like, oh, it's okay, babe. No, it wasn't okay.
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
at the reptile expo in the
Oh my
across the
God.
river.
This thing literally crawled on my arm. And I am standing there in fear. Like it's gonna eat me. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a raptor. I'm scared shitless. And he goes, oh, babe, look, you're doing it. I wanted to kill the damn thing.
Well, I will say peregrine falcons are the only birds that have an actual job.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
I'm not kidding. The United States Air Force has trained peregrine falcons to kill geese that congregate on runways.
Well, they could stay their ass on the military base and not come near me. Well, now Comics has me all freaking paranoid about the falcon, or what is it, the eagle, whatever the hell is outside, because I have a 3-pound dog. He's like, oh, it's out to get the dog. So now I'm too scared of my dog going outside because I'm scared the dog's going to get eaten.
Oh yeah, there's like
Well,
some
as long
kind
as
of
it's not a bald guy underneath it when it drops, you'll be fine.
That's not funny.
Yeah, there's some kind of like I don't know if it's like a hawk or something that likes to fly around our community.
It's a
once in a
hawk.
blue moon.
Well, is it a hawk or is it a small eagle? Because there's
I don't know. I
It's
never
a
get
hawk.
I never
eagle
get a
out
good
here
enough look
that's
at it.
like a hawk sized, but it's not a hawk. It's an eagle.
It's not an eagle. It's a hawk.
I never get a good enough look at it. I'm pretty sure it's a hawk though.
It's a hawk. I'm telling you, it's a hawk. It's scary and it goes, yeah, whatever the hell you want to do, whatever the hell the name is, or whatever. But what I'm trying to say is this thing, I will tell you the story real quick. So the reason why I knew this thing existed, I went outside to the trash out. Comics Dad didn't get home from work yet, so I took the trash out. This damn thing was sitting on the roof of our house, okay? Staring at me. Like the depths of hell staring at me.
Yeah, they do that.
And when no, that's not funny. I get in the car. I jumped in my car because no, it's not. I'm in my car. I'm calling him freaking out. He's laughing, mind you. This man's rolling.
Again, pretty funny.
I'm traumatized. Something the bud's gonna eat me.
They're not going to go after humans. We're too big.
I don't
We'll also
believe that.
probably taste really bad.
I'm just saying. Anybody who hates the queen, if you know how you kill me? Bring a bird around. I'll have a major heart attack and I'll die on the floor.
There you go. Assassination attempt.
There you go.
Death
That's how you
by
do it.
looking
Bring
at
a
a
bird
bird.
around. Yeah, exactly. Just
Yeah, we
looking at one
have-
freaks me out. I can't.
We have a hawk around here that shows up like sometimes in the summer. It goes after the ground
Yeah, no,
squirrels, so we're more than happy to just let it tear those little shits apart. Fucking ground squirrels.
We
There's
have
so many dead
gophers.
oaks out here because of those little fuckers digging up the roots.
We have a gopher problem. We have big gophers that eat everything. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. But yeah, that's the bud story about
are
Queen
way off
Comics
track.
is terrified of buds. What?
We are so off track.
I know.
Somehow we went from books to birds.
Well,
Books
let's
to
get off the
Star
bud
Wars,
subject.
Back to books, to birds, to Gettysburg,
Anything.
to birds.
Well, that is
Well,
the
That is
general
good.
form of any fireside chat at this point. We don't have a track.
Yeah.
We have a meandering stream that goes wherever the hell it wants. And these entire things are just stream of consciousness.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
basically anything.
Isn't
Like
that how
there
all
is a
streams work
topic,
like
but
this?
we stick to it for like the first like half hour, and then we go wherever it goes.
Basically, yeah.
And then we have silence.
So
which
anyway.
usually I would edit.
Yeah.
But since I'm being lazy and doing it live, I don't care.
You have to listen to silence.
I've done that.
Yo.
Well, I'm not a radio host. I can have dead air.
Dead air.
That is dead air.
God, that's the other thing I've really been getting into listening to is Welcome to Night Vale.
Oh,
I don't know what
okay.
that is.
What's that?
It's essentially like it's a radio show.
Okay.
Like it's in the format of community radio. And it's all these like super crazy events, conspiracies, stuff like that. Like the first episode literally opens up with Old Lady Josie has now met angels. And there's a cloud that is a strange glow to it that's floating around and dropping dead animals. The sheriff's secret police do advise not to stare at it for too long. And against my own judgment, like I will never go against the secret police, but I don't think it's a good idea to run at the cloud, flailing your arms and screaming just to see what happens.
Wow.
Yeah, they have all these different. It's like it's been around for a very long time. It's called Welcome to Night Vale. And like the first episode is like over 11 years ago.
Yeah.
And it is published by books. It's published by let me find out real quick here.
Yeah. I think I've just found it.
Where are you? Gotta get through all my playlists to find it again.
Oh, they've got
A
different types
friendly
of books
desert
here, though.
community where the sun is
Or
hot,
videos, sorry.
the
yeah.
moon is
Okay, here's I'll let you guys listen to this a little bit here because this is over 11 years ago, the pilot to Welcome to Night Vale. Let me go ahead, share the screen. Okay, you guys should be able to see it.
Yep.
And like this is all audio. There is no like visuals to this. So it's an audio thing. You can literally just listen to it and go about your day like I do.
a friendly desert community where the sun is hot, the moon is beautiful, and mysterious lights pass overhead while we all pretend to sleep. Welcome to Night Vale.
And that's just the opening is always like that. It's always got that little thing, and then it has Welcome to Night Vale, and then it gets into the actual episode. And they're not that long. They're like maybe 20 minutes long each.
Oh.
And honestly, I listen to it like when I'm at work because I have nothing else to do. Well, I have nothing else to listen to, I should say. Because I've been listening to like hi-fi stuff and listening to Welcome to Night Vale because we can't have the screen on, but I can have my phone. So most of what I listen to is audio based. Let's see here. Oh, I also have some old comics. Wow. I have like a volume 2 of the original run of Garfield comics.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And it looks very, very different from the modern one.
The modern one is crap. I
Modern
can't watch
anything
it.
is crap.
I
Essentially,
can't. Yeah, I don't like the way that they've drawn him. It's like, no, that's digital.
yeah. Like I have a thing here. What are you called? Garfield Fat Cat 3-pack, Volume 2. It has Garfield weighs in, Garfield takes the cake, and Garfield eats his heart out. And these are all like first the Garfield from like the early days. And then of course I've got Calvin and Hobbes and a bunch of stuff like that in this bookshelf of mine.
Yeah.
And another thing me and Red started talking about was novelizations of books and movies.
Ooh.
Like on my shelf alone, I have the entire Resident Evil novelization of the games.
Wow.
A lot of Halo ones. I have one from the game Descent 3, and one from Doom 3 called Maelstrom.
Oh, nice.
And there aren't that many Resident Evil books, at least not of the games. There's 7 of them, starting from Resident Evil 0 to Code Veronica.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
of
I
course,
remember.
the first 3 Halo books, Fall of Reach, The Flood, and First Strike.
Oh yeah, I read First Strike and I read The Fall of Reach. I absolutely loved, and it was Halo in its prime and its heyday too. So
It
like
was
those
Xbox.
books
Yeah.
were just flying off the shelf left and right, and they were coming out, and it was mostly the same author too.
Yeah, I think they are all the same.
What was the name? Eric? I can't remember his name.
Eric Nyland or Nyland.
Nyland, yes, Eric Nyland, and he wrote The Fall of Reach, First Strike, and then The Ghosts of Onyx.
Yeah.
But then like he also was like he consulted on other future Halo books as well. And
Okay.
like he had his hands all over the Halo book.
Yeah, because I've also got the
franchise.
3 books of the Forerunner saga. So I have Cryptum, Primordium, and Silentium.
Yeah, once we hit Halo 4, that's where I stopped caring.
Well, like I said, the Forerunner one is interesting because it explains the origin of the Flood.
Fair enough.
Like, it's told
Yeah,
from
'cause
the
I-
Forerunner point of view during the time when the Flood War was starting with them.
Fair enough. Yeah, I just once we were introduced to the Forerunners in Halo 4, I was like, because we
They
we
were better
finished
as a
off the
mysterious
Covenant.
race.
Yeah, we finished off the Covenant. The Flood was more or less gone. Like, and the Master Chief, for all we knew, was potentially dead. Like, the hype around Halo 4 was ridiculous. And then the game actually came out, and I was like, what's this? This is not Halo like I remember it.
I will say I did enjoy Spartan Ops. But then again, I also loved Reach, doing co-op in Reach.
Oh, Reach was amazing. Reach was fantastic. Reach was
They
the
should have
game
just stopped
that,
at Reach.
yeah, I mean, either that or the other thing they could have done is they could have just kept making games off the books.
Oh yeah, because there's a lot of books.
They could have done that, and we would have gotten better than what we did with what was it? 4? What was 5 called? I think it was called Guardians.
Yeah, 5. We don't talk about 5.
Yeah, we don't.
5
yeah.
never happened according to Halo itself.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
whole
and then
that
six-
whole
they
thing
just-
just got completely erased, and they
And
never
then we got
talked
6,
about it.
Yeah.
whatever the hell they called that, and then we got Halo Infinite, which I didn't even bother with Halo Infinite because
Halo
after
Infinite
Guardians,
was Halo 6.
Oh, well, I thought
Halo-
Infinite was 7.
No.
6. There were the 2
Seven.
Halo War games.
Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2.
Well, between 4
Halo Infinite was okay. It was just the damage had already been kind of done after 5.
Yeah, I think everyone was kind of done with it at that point.
And then the multiplayer Infinite. I did play the multiplayer.
Multiplayer was better for 5. Multiplayer was better.
Yeah, Infinite's multiplayer was just dog water in my mind.
I mean, Infinite multiplayer was fine. It's just Halo's 5 and Guardians was just better multiplayer.
Halo 3 is the best Halo multiplayer. Halo 3 best multiplayer in my opinion.
What just after 3 or 4 just be a multiplayer game?
Yeah. Like, I won't say like try and do what Titanfall did with their original thing, the first Titanfall game, not the second one, where you had 2 branching storylines depending on who won the match.
Yeah. I did like Halo 5, they try to do new character, just didn't work out. It's like no one wants to play as this new character when it's Halo.
No, I mean,
well, I will say Sergeant Buck becoming a Spartan was kind of an interesting thing.
Yeah, that was kind of cool to bring Spartan, to bring him back. Like, it was interesting. Like, it's like 2 sides. One, obviously sworn to duty, and the other, obviously being Master Chief.
Yeah.
But it's like it's a bunch of characters. In reality, no one cares about. If it was another Halo side like ODST or
ODST or more like that,
or Reach, it would have been better. But it was a main Halo game, and no one cares unless you're Master Chief.
No,
well, Reach did exceptionally well.
Yeah, if like if Halo Guardians was just a Spartan Locke story, it would have been fine. But it wasn't.
Back and forth.
Well, and Reach basically finished telling the story of the lore that we spent 3 games in Halo 1 through 3 learning about.
Yeah. They should have
just mentioned Reach, but no one had ever seen it. And
exactly.
then we got to play through the fall of it.
Yeah.
And actually realize just how strong the Covenant were.
Mm-hmm. And we were also able to.
The best Spartans of that game were not able to stop it.
And we got a much better idea about Halsey's significance with the Spartan program and everything too.
Not to mention that the Master Chief wasn't even the one who was supposed to inherit Cortana. Six was.
Yeah.
And Six stayed behind to fight to make sure that the Pillar Bottom could escape.
Poor Six.
And also took out a bunch of Covenants along with him.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
That final scene is amazing.
Oh, yeah. It is. Also, rip Emil, my personal favorite.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, June lives. I don't know whatever happened to him.
He trains to the next era of Spartans.
So why aren't they more stealthy?
Who knows?
Considering his whole thing was reconnaissance and sniping.
I guess he trained them for combat and not stealth.
Well, he probably just took them through basic Spartan combat training.
Yeah, that's what I imagine.
Just kind of whatever he remembered going through.
Just the basics of the training, and then each Spartan makes their own unique skills.
Yeah. And then you get into a lot of the other stuff that happened with the Spartan program, which a couple of the books do go into.
Yeah, but
like the whole thing of like stealing children and replacing them with defective clones just so the clones would die at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, to cover up the fact that they were stealing children. Yeah. Yep. That was some weird and twisted, manipulative, crazy crap.
But it did show how desperate they were to start winning that war.
Oh yeah. Well, it worked. It helped tell a compelling story. Like, this is the point that humanity is willing to go to in order to build the perfect army to save humanity.
Yeah.
And I liked the duality there. That, like, in order to save humanity, you kind of have to lose your own humanity in the process.
You have to fight monsters. You have to become worse monsters.
Yep. But yeah, like if Bungie just kept making Halo and decided to stick with making more games from the books and expanding upon that instead of selling out the 343, instead of selling the 343, going and making Destiny, which Destiny 1 was fantastic in terms of in terms of the gameplay, but everybody was just lacking more in terms of like substance behind the content. The content itself was fine, like in terms of the gameplay, but the substance behind the gameplay was very lacking. And then instead of fixing upon that, they were like, "Oh, we'll just do Destiny 2." And then after 6 years of Destiny 2, or after like 6 years of Destiny 2, we'll just turn it into a free to play
and then charge
season pass cash grab.
$100 for the last expansion.
Yeah, and turn it into free to play season pass cash grab. That the what is it what was it
the shape?
What no for the curve, the learning curve for getting in, jumping in now versus
that isn't
sticking with it the entire time is ridiculous.
Yeah,
you have to essentially buy through the cash store. It becomes a pay to play.
Well, even before it became a free to play, with all the season passes and all that stuff.
Yeah, then moving.
It was just near the last expansion before they switched over to the free to play model, or one of the last expansions. I tried jumping in on that, and even then, from like expansion 3 to whatever number expansion that was, I was like, this is a completely different game. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But
I find it's like that for a lot of games.
Basically, Bungie crashed and burned themselves by by selling Halo.
And then they tried to remake Marathon.
Yeah. And then we'll see how that goes with Marathon coming out later this year.
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Marathon attempt number 2.
Well, technically, this would be Marathon attempt number 3 because there is a Marathon 2.
Oh, so they've failed twice already.
Essentially, yes.
Yep.
Hey, who says you can't fail?
They tried to make a sci-fi time-traveling shooter that wasn't Time Splitters.
Yeah. Who says you can't make a third a failure?
Well, and here's the other thing with Bungie, though. Like, the people that made Bungie great, like, nobody from the original Bungie team is there anymore.
This is the same thing with Silent Hill. Team Silent completely disbanded after Silent Hill 4, and look what happened with that.
Yeah. And what is it? The composer for the original Halo trilogy, Marty O'Connell, is he's running. I think he's running for Congress. For what is it? Arizona, I think is where he's from.
Wow.
I think
that is insane.
It's either that or governor.
It wasn't governor. I forget if it was state. If it was state legislature or like actual Congress, like on the national level.
I can't even imagine doing that. Like going from game composer to trying to get into the state senate. Like, what is the through line there?
Make America great again. That's what it is. Let's see, Marty O'Donnell.
And I'm also trying to remember. I don't know why.
It says Nevada.
But yes, okay, it was. I knew it was somewhere in the Southwest, Pacific Southwest.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did make a few Gregorian chants as well.
Well, I mean, that was an inspiration for the first Halo soundtrack.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
It is Congress. He's running for Congress to be I think a member of the House of Representatives representing Nevada.
Okay.
That is still a really weird through line, though.
Yeah.
It's not shocking we've had Arnold Schwarzenegger as the mayor of California.
The governor, yeah.
Oh, the governor.
And then you had Jesse Ventura do the same thing.
Yeah. So it's not completely out of the ordinary to do.
I guess. I mean, it is still out of the ordinary. It's like, how many other movie stars have tried to run for something? Besides Reagan, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Jesse Ventura. Well, I guess I should more say how many have run for it and been successful.
Yeah.
You've had the wrestler as well.
Yeah, that was Jesse Ventura.
Oh, okay.
Jesse the Body Ventura was he was a movie star and a wrestler, I think.
And Kane as well.
Kane is a wrestler, yeah. I don't know if he's trying to run for anything or has been.
No, he has.
Really?
Yeah, let me Google.
Because I don't recall. I don't pay attention to politics. I just know it's really funny that movie stars somehow become politicians.
Mayor of Knoxville County.
Okay, so he was a mayor. Okay. Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
governmental level, but it's much lower than governor of a state.
Mm. Cool.
And I will say, we do actually have next month. We have Resident Evil 9 coming out. That's going to be interesting.
I'm actually looking forward to it, but I'm going to wait until it comes out to see whether it's worth it.
Yeah, that's essentially what I'm doing. Red's idea was he would come over here and we would play it on stream, like try and play the entire game on stream over a certain period of time.
Yeah.
Might be interesting. Like, I'm trying to think of how they would base Leon off of it. Like, I know it's future older Leon, but what timeline are they going through? Because Leon, there's like 2 or 3 of the original Resident Evil books that don't take place in the games.
Mm.
Like, there's Caliban Cove that doesn't take place with the game universe at all, and it follows Rebecca Chambers. And then there is Resident Evil Underworld, which is basically Leon and Chris working together to try and take down another part of Umbrella.
I don't know. I'm not the biggest RE fan, so I couldn't tell you.
But I also know there's the movie versions of Leon with Degeneration and the other ones of that. Where he's already been trained by the FBI. Which kind of makes me wonder if Ashley's going to show up in 9. Especially after her character change in the last RE4. Where she kind of winds up proving that she can take care of herself and actually wants to like help out with the stuff Leon does. And of course, probably after this some point, I'm going to start playing Code Vein 2.
Yeah, who was it? Tomac was playing it the other day.
Well, Tomac had the deluxe version, which released like a couple days earlier.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying, oh, it's going to be bad because it's censored. It's like, I'm used to it being censored. Anything coming over to America gets censored.
Yep.
It tends to happen eventually.
And it's already been modded out. There's already an uncensored clothing mods for in Nexus. And it basically it removes the censoring and makes it back to the original designs.
Yeah, I mean it's like it just takes out. It's basically like
instead of like shorts, they wear regular shorts. That's your censoring.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's a like weird version of censoring where it's like
it's like that Spider-Man 2 thing that's like if they called it the Saudi Arabian mod, but it was not. But it was just the Saudi Arabia version of Spider-Man 2.
Well, I think a more accurate comparison would be I don't know if any of you remember the game Terra.
No.
Yeah.
But there was the Korean version and the American version. And the American version had a bunch of the armor and stuff more censored. So it was like the Korean version, there'd be like mage outfits that don't have pants. It's like, they have the thong under the dress or under the robe.
Oh, wow.
And then the American version, they're wearing freaking bloomers.
Oh, jeez.
It sounds about right.
Yeah, so we're well used to having it censored. But at the same
from
time,
the same society that started it, from the same society that started it and purports OnlyFans. Oh, we're gonna censor things from the Far East.
Yeah,
because it's too skimpy or too risque.
And then Nintendo does it on their own.
But OnlyFans is okay though.
Yeah. Don't you know their priorities are in check?
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm still waiting for Epic to get their act together and make an Unreal Tournament 4.
Probably never going to happen, sadly.
Or at least pay more attention to their original roots. Like, put an Unreal character in Fortnite. Why haven't they done that yet?
They did one for. It was during that TV show that was going on, but it was, I think it was Unreal. It was Dammy or whatever his name is. But it was from the Amazon TV show.
Nah, that's not Unreal. Unreal's like main guy is Malcolm. He's a buff black guy, sunglasses and green armor. He is. If you look at the arcade games in Fortnite, some of them have the original Unreal Tournament '99 screen, and they'll have a couple of the characters on the side, and that's the only reference they have to one of their biggest selling games that essentially launched them as a company. And I know I think I've told you before, Ebola, but does anyone else know what Epic's original name was?
No.
Queen, you want to take a guess?
I have no idea. Epic Universe? I don't.
CCP Games.
Epic Mega Games.
I was closer than you.
They literally just cut off the end of it and just made themselves Epic, and then Unreal Tournament '99, I think, was the first game they released under that company name.
They just called so they were originally called Epic Mega Games, and then they just went to Epic Games.
Yeah. Like, I think Unreal, the original Unreal, was the first game they put out with that company name. Then Unreal Tournament '99 came after that. And then you had the game that nobody talks about because it's so horrible, Unreal 2: The Awakening. And they had Unreal Tournament 2003, 2004. Oh, hey, Grizzly Nightmare.
Yeah, I brought a little book with me. Very satisfying tale of adventure and following your dreams and living free. One of the
if it's a Disney book, you can fuck right off.
One of the greatest serial stories weekly ever written, continuing to this day.
Captain Crunch?
No, I have in my hand the first omnibus of One Piece.
So it's mid.
Hey, you're mid. You're mid, Ebola.
Hey, but you didn't call me. You didn't say I was wrong.
He's got a point.
You might be wrong, but you're definitely mid.
How many issues is One Piece at this point? It's still going, isn't it?
1,000 something.
Give me one.
You hadn't get him started, right?
Because in terms
now
of
we're gonna be here all night.
In terms of actual chapters that are available that publish weekly, chapter 1171 is the most recent.
God damn! I can't even imagine going that long.
Well, and I think it's like, I want to say each volume is, I think, like 10 to 20 chapters.
God damn!
But then an omnibus is 3 volumes. And the most recent volume to come out, I want to say, or at least here in the West, I think was 116, maybe?
Still, that is insane. And it's still going. Like, do they even have an ending planned at this point?
Oh, I'm sure Oda does, partially.
Yeah, partially.
Let's see. Where are we at with the... Okay, so there are 110 volumes have been released in the West, I believe, so far in English. That's what I'm seeing here.
Wow.
So, and you break that down to three volumes in an omnibus. They release an omnibus. The omnibuses are released, I think, about 6 months to a year behind the volumes that come out. So, like, after like 6 to 12 volumes, an omnibus will come out right behind it, or of those same next 3 volumes.
That is I cannot wrap my head around trying to make that long of a series.
And the man did the art and the writing himself weekly for decades. I'm sure he has a team now helping him, at least to some extent. But like initially, for the first I think 5 to 10 years, it was like 90% Eiichiro Oda.
Wow.
Just doing the art and the writing and the story and everything in the manga.
Like, you could probably guess the only two characters I really know from One Piece.
Luffy and Foxy.
No, actually. Well, Luffy, yes. I'm not really sure about Foxy, but Carrot.
Oh, okay.
Bunny girls get me.
That's fucked up.
Fair enough.
And she has that transformation, too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's and it's not just specific to her. It's that entire race of
I think
animal
it was also like
people,
a mink that did it at some
of
point.
anthropomorphs. Yeah, they're called minks. At least
like
in
an
English,
actual
that's what they're
mink
called.
character, like an ermine.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a zoologist, Tobias. I'm the wrong person to ask. But they are, at least in English it's translated to, they are called they are called minks. That is like their
Well, I guess it's better than being
what they're
called
referred
beastmen.
to as. Yeah. So, but they have a form when the full moon is out, they could like unleash their untapped wild primalistic animal ability or something like that. It is really cool. But yeah, One Piece.
Mid-piece.
Mid-bola.
Hey, you didn't say I was a liar.
Booming mid.
Comics mid. I can play that game too.
You can play that. You can play that game better because you only have one name to go off of. I have to try to remember all of your 18 names. Right. You can call it mid all you want. It is still arguably the most successful. It is still the most successful in current running manga or comic. Well, no, not comic. Well, yeah, comic because all the mainstream comics, they all take breaks and they all reboot and everything and get new number ones every 3 friggin' years and everything like that. That's why manga is awesome, because you don't get reboots, you don't get new number ones or anything like that. It's just you get the story. That's it. You don't get retellings or anything like that. You don't get. You do get spin-offs, but you don't get changes in continuity when or anything.
If you do, it rarely happens.
Yeah, it's not a consistent thing like it is in Western comics.
Yeah, you don't get rebirth. You don't get rebirth and then New 52 and this, that, and what
multiversal nonsense and everything.
Yeah, Marvel.
Yeah, I mean, hey, the Ultimate Universe was a cool thing when it existed, but then jumping and grabbing characters from all sorts of other universes across the multiverse and everything like that. That's where they lost me.
Hey, the CW is better than Marvel. That's all I'm just gonna say.
Oh, fact. CW TV show, DC TV shows, facts, leaps and bounds. Movies, Marvel Studios had the stranglehold on it.
I've been saying that for years. When I started saying it was a hot take. Now it's not so much a hot take anymore.
Well, now it's been proven.
No.
I'm just I've been proven right after so many years of being laughed at, and Bay's like, no, Marvel's better. I'm like,
well,
no.
It depends on what you're talking about, because Marvel, yes, up until the last maybe up until Endgame, Marvel had the stranglehold on being the better movies. DC had the better TV shows, especially with the introduction of the CW's Arrowverse with Arrow and Flash and Legends of Tomorrow and all that stuff. But then DC also has always been far superior when it comes to their animated shows and animated movies.
Well, I think they've also had a longer history of it, haven't they?
Yeah.
I mean, DC has the longer comics history, but I'm not sure if Marvel has the longest animated series history.
Yeah. No, DC has
like,
has a much larger animated series history because they're
like
always putting out animated movies of like Batman and Justice League.
Well, I mean, like Saturday
almost every
morning
year.
cartoons kind of thing.
Oh, gotcha. Well, yeah, even that DC has a longer run with that than Marvel does.
Yeah,
Marvel has their big two of like Spider-Man and X-Men, both from the 90s. But outside of that, what did Marvel have in terms of cartoons that were really widely regarded? Not a whole lot.
The original Fantastic Four cartoons, probably.
I mean, the Fantastic Four cartoon was good, but it wasn't on the same level as Spider-Man and X-Men from the early 90s. It just wasn't, at least in my opinion.
Because if you think about it, like Endgame compared to Crisis, the Crisis there was no loopholes or anything. It was just the universe died, we rebooted it, and that's it.
As the Thoth woke up.
It was more consistent in terms of what they were doing. Okay. Where now Marvel's like loophole after loophole.
Oh, because Kevin Feige doesn't know what he's doing, and what's his name, CJ Boleski or whatever the hell his name is, one of the editors in chief at Marvel, who oversees the big titles like Amazing Spider-Man and stuff like that. They're all clowns. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
Sounds about right.
They don't know what the hell they're doing. And some of them they've been with Marvel for decades, but like they started off, as either like lower level artists or writers or something like that, and then they ended up just rising up through the ranks by being yes men, and now they're in a position where they have creative control or they're editors in chief or whatever, and they don't know what the hell they're doing because they're just trying to please their corporate overlords.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's how how we got to where we are now with the current state of both Marvel and DC Comics. Jim Lee is a legend in terms of being a creator. He is a hack of an editor-in-chief.
All right, Nishi just headed out to go take care of her kid. Probably have some fun there.
Yeah, I'm actually probably going to dip out myself because
we've been going for 2 hours now.
Yeah, Queen, you can you can finish that up with the fellas, but I'm gonna hop on out.
I just messaged Tobias and I told him, I was like, listen, like I've been awake since 6 a.m. and I've been at my feet at work and my ankles are swollen and I'm so tired. Like
it sucks.
This sucks. Yeah. And let me tell you, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do this the rest of my life because this is like awful. Like this is like when I tell you my feet. I bought really good shoes.
Yeah, that doesn't. You're probably gonna need like custom soles or something like that.
I have no idea, but I went and bought insoles and all this stuff, and I even bought compression ankle socks. Nothing is working. Like I'm like when I tell you the pain is so bad I can barely walk. I can't walk after a shift. I feel like my legs are gonna fall off.
Yeah, I remember that. That's why I stopped doing that kind of work, and now I sit in a desk chair for 9 hours a day.
Yeah, I wish I could do that again. I can't find anything.
Sometimes, yeah.
I would say it's a double edge because yes, I'm sitting down, but at the end of the day, I also sometimes can't feel my legs because I've been sitting for so long.
I'm okay with not feeling my legs.
About 2 hours. No, actually over 2 hours now. So let's go ahead and wrap it up.
2 hours and 21 minutes.
Well, that's just how long I've been in this Discord channel because I was setting up for a little while earlier.
Oh, right, yeah.
But we've been live for 2 hours, 3 minutes.
Okay.
So I want to say thank you to my guests who came in. Thanks, Queen, Comics Dad, Ebola, and Nishi.
Yay.
And thank you to the 24 people now, who came in and enjoyed the stream as well for a little bit. Had some early spikes, and I'm just happy that people showed up, and I hope that they had some fun.
I know I did. Thanks, Tobias.
Because that's all that matters.
Thank you for having me.
I'm always glad to have anybody on. That's why I keep the invitation open. And Red couldn't join us tonight because he has his kids. He has his sons with him.
Aww.
And I asked him if he would come on with with them, and he was like, "Unless you want to talk about the very hungry caterpillar, I don't think there's going to be much of it in the conversation."
That's a good book.
It is
It
a
is a
very
good
good
book.
kids book.
Yes. Our
Yeah.
little one loves it.
Yeah, my daughter's favorite book is The Giving Tree. That's our favorite book to read together.
Oh, I love The Giving Tree.
We
that by
love The
Shel
Giving
Silverstein?
Tree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I was trying to remember. Because
Yeah,
I also
that's one of our
remember,
favorite books.
I remember one of the books he wrote that was like where the sidewalk ends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like The Giving Tree and we love Goodnight Moon.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, good night, Moon. Yeah.
That's a good old one.
It is. Told you, old school mom.
Do you have Where the Wild Things Are?
We do, and she doesn't like that book. Neither do I.
It's kind of weird, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little esoteric.
You know what she does like reading sometimes? She likes reading Mega Man comic books with me.
There you go.
Yeah,
I found some
one-off Mega Man stories and got them for her, and they were pretty cheap. So she has a couple in her room, and they're a little well-loved because she falls asleep with them in bed sometimes looking at them.
You know, I would call it mid, but I can't criticize Mega Man.
I criticize the games for kicking my ass.
No, that's just a skill issue.
Yeah.
Well, it depends
I
on what
won't
Mega
deny
Man you're
that.
talking about. Depends on what Mega Man you're talking about.
But I will also say spikes at the bottom of a pit where a ladder is only halfway down. Fuck you.
No, that's a skill issue.
Hey, I am bad at those. I always hated Mario Brothers because I also sucked at that. But then again, I was young.
Yeah, platformers.
Yep.
Some are
No,
fun,
it's
some
a-
are a pain in
And
the
then
ass.
you get
I like
introduced
Duck
to
Hunting.
Mega Man
I-
X series.
I hated the 2D side scroller games. I can admit I can admit I just sucked.
Yeah. I was a dumb kid when
I think
was
a lot
playing
of us did.
Super Mario World 3 on the Game Boy.
Yeah, I'm just like I was just bad.
Yeah, I was terrible.
Nothing else to it. I just skill issue.
It was just
So
a
I
matter
will
of
say I was
stick-to-itiveness.
good at Sonic the Hedgehog. At least Sonic
Yeah,
the Hedgehog 3.
I suffered a little bit of a thing called skill issue.
Yeah. I'm going to be suffering from that for a little while right after this when I go play Code Vein.
There you go.
Anime Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Fun.
Vampires, actually. Only they're called Revenants.
Yeah.
And their blood sucking is actually like a cape-like device on their backs that, depending on which one you use, has entirely different animations for parries.
Well, that's cool.
I'd definitely go say watch like the first cinematics of the first game.
I'm
Just
not
'cause
a
it
huge
is
fan of
interesting.
Souls-like, but that sounds neat.
Well, it's also
I
connected
try
to. I don't know
I
if
try them, but then give up because I just suck.
It's also
Oh,
connected to God Eater, the series God Eater.
Gotcha.
Like they actually take place in the same world, which is weird.
I started playing Tales of Arise about a month ago. I gotta pick that back up and start playing
that's
that
a
again.
fun game. Most of the Tales games are great.
Yeah.
So for tonight, I will say good night to everybody. Hope everyone had fun. So I will link the other channels here in the description for this video. I'll edit that and put them in.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's really
Thanks,
sweet of you.
Tobias.
Is that I'm the only thing I'm gonna ask is please put them in the Discord chat so I can actually figure out where they are.
Oh,
I can definitely do that.
Yeah, just put like a link to your profile. It should be good.
I got. Where is it?
Do you have your our link trees?
I got it
That
covered.
works.
I have it here. Let me check. Okay, here we go.
So while they do that, I will say goodnight, everybody. And it's been interesting having an actual live podcast version. So I will go ahead and end here. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Hi,
Good night,
everybody. One
everybody.
Piece is not mid.
Bye.